from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of February 22nd through the 28th of 2016. I'm Jada Ozagul.
And I'm Alexei Mizrayev. Topping our newscast this week, New Hanover County Schools Facilities Needs Survey released. County Commissioners vote on new CTE High School, and Ashley High School holds a technical college fair.
Topping our newscast this week is the announcement of New Hanover County Schools facility needs over the next 10 years. With a complete report on those needs is YSN reporter Marley Hughes.
Starting in 1988 with the passage of a North Carolina general statute, local boards of education have been required to submit long-range plans for meeting school facility needs to the State Board of Education every 5 years. New Hanover County Schools has identified facility needs that total $406.8 million in a recent facility needs survey. Some of those needs include new elementary school for River Lights Development, new CTE High School at CFCC North Campus, replacement of Pine Valley and William Elementary Schools, renovations to New Hanover High School, Brogdon Hall and Memorial Building, new middle school at Sidbury Road Complex, convert Trask into 9th grade center for Laney High School.
The needs survey is a snapshot in time of our facility needs and the estimated costs. It does not include inflation at this point in time, but just what we need based on the construction costs today. It's a 10-year look.
The survey breaks down the costs into 5-year increments. Years 0 to 5 cost summary is approximately $169 million for the district's most pressing needs. Years 6 to 10 cost summary is $237.7 million and includes the state's estimated population projections. The facility needs survey was certified by both New Hanover County Board of Education and by the New Hanover County Board of Commissioners. The facility needs survey is a planning tool and the basis for future building projects. New Hanover County Schools' entire facility needs survey is available online at www.nhcs.net. Reporting for Your School News, this is Marley Hughes.
In other school news, in a unanimous vote at its regular meeting on February 15th, the New Hanover County Board of Commissioners voted to support the concept of developing a career technical education high school that would serve New Hanover and Pender County students. The idea is to build a new facility on land at Cape Fear Community College North Campus, according to New Hanover County Schools Superintendent Tim Markley, who made a presentation at the Commissioners' meeting.
CTE is what a lot of folks would have called vocational education when they were growing up. And so we want to create a CTE high school in partnership with Cape Fear Community College that would allow our students to do their vocational training at the community college. And so what will happen is a student will graduate with a high school diploma and then also graduate with some kind of career credential from the community college. And it's a good partnering of resources. They've got the vocational teachers able to teach those certification programs, so you could walk out of high school job ready.
The CTE High School would be developed by the schools district in partnership with CFCC, and the high school would share the college's vocational labs. Sharing facilities would make it possible to build a new high school for less than the $60 million a typical freestanding high school would cost.
Fourth graders at Bradley Creek enjoyed a field trip to Raleigh. The students began their trip with a visit to the governor's mansion to learn about the executive branch and North Carolina history. Afterwards, the students learned how the legislative branch makes laws through a mock debate. Students were given a rare opportunity to see some of the hidden items that make up the incredible fossil collection at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. Students were also given a sneak preview at one of the most significant Pliocene finds in history of North Carolina. This collection, which dates 2 to 5 million years ago and was donated to the museum by Anne Lineberry, physical education teacher at Bradley Creek. In addition to the viewing these hidden treasures, students saw how the artifacts are collected, cataloged, preserved, cared for, and displayed.
New Hanover County Schools has announced the 27th annual edition of Best Foot Forward, Friday, March 11th at 7:30 p.m. in Brogdon Hall. Best Foot Forward features performances integrating special effects and uplifting music from pre-kindergarten, elementary, middle, and high schools. Doors for the evening will open at 6:30 p.m. A visual arts exhibit highlighting works from students in all grade levels will be displayed in the lobby. General admission tickets are shown for the show are $10 each and are available for purchase through all participating schools.
This has been a math month for middle school students. Last week, students participated in the regional Math Counts competition in Castle Hayne. Over 20 schools from across the region participated in the event. The results for our New Hanover County students are as follows: Daniel Shang, Jack Hugh, Andrew Adelsberg, and Elijah Van Campgo of Rolling Grice, along with their coach, Christy Cornegie, got to third place as a team. Daniel Shang got third place and Jack Hugh got second in the top 10 overall competitors in the competition, and Daniel also won the first place in the lightning speed countdown round. Jack and Daniel are moving on to represent our district at the state Math Counts competition being held later in the spring at the North Carolina School of Science and Math.
Ashley High School hosted a technical college fair. The fair, which is held in honors of Career and Technical Education Month, and was organized by Ashley Student Service, Media Center, and Career and Technical Education departments. The fair was an opportunity for students to get information and ask questions about a variety of degree programs. Representatives from Cape Fear Community College, Miller Mott College, and College of Wilmington were there. One of the real popular representatives at this year's fair was NASCAR Technical Institute. The NASCAR Technical Institute is an exclusive educational provider for NASCAR and the only campus in the country to offer this exclusive training. College fairs are unique opportunities for students to meet college admission people face to face and begin the process of showing colleges your demonstrated interest. They are especially useful if you don't have the time or resources to personally visit colleges. Not all colleges in the U.S. are represented at these fairs, but students have a chance to connect with some that might interest them.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Holly Shelter's 6th grades get fit, New Hanover High School holds an elective showcase, and Forest Hill students learn all about worms.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Please friend NHCS TV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Each year, thousands are senselessly killed by people with no criminal record at all. People like you.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better.
Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back to your school news. Have you heard that kids need a break of sweat? In fact, students should be doing at least 60 minutes of vigorous or moderate intensity physical activity every day. To help them get into the right frame of mind, Holly Shelter Middle School partnered with a local fitness club to introduce students to various workout plans. With a complete report is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
Kids are here today. We really wanted to give them a real-world exposure to adult health and fitness. A friend of mine, Paul, just opened up a new facility. We thought it was a great opportunity to expose the kids to a full life, a real life boot camp that adults go through.
Reports have shown that physical activity improves a student's fitness, lowers their risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, and helps build strong bones and muscles. Students who are more active have greater attention spans, better academic performance, and a better outlook on life. The Holly Shelter Middle School students who got to visit Fit Body Boot Camp did push-ups, jumping jacks, high kicks, and more.
It's more of a kids workout, just using their own body weight. They're still young and still growing, so, you know, as far as putting them through strength training and stuff like that.
Keeping middle school students active is a challenge these days. Statistics show that as students age, it becomes more of a challenge to keep them moving and active. Things like increasing demands of school, a feeling that they aren't good at sports, a lack of active role models, and busy working families are just a few of the reasons cited. Yet with all these barriers, students still want to stay active and get healthy.
Because I'm just here to get better and probably help out my body in the future and get a healthier body.
I want to get a more healthier body. Even though I play softball, I like getting a healthier body and being stronger.
For their first outing on the road to introducing students to the world of physical fitness, Holly Shelter chose 6th graders to participate. Fit Body Boot Camp even closed their doors to regular business to accommodate these youngsters in training.
He gave us 4 separate days so that we could expose all the 6th graders to health and fitness here out in the community.
We encouraged and inspired them to keep working out at least 60 minutes a day. Most kids are playing on their games every day, so if we can inspire some of the kids just to go out and play every day, that's my ultimate goal.
Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
Specially designed academics classes from the county were invited to join the Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports, or PBIS, trip to 10 Pin Alley last Friday. It was a fun-filled experience for everyone. PBIS students learned the daily difficulties of the SDA students during the field trip and got to see a different perspective on daily life. In between knocking down the pins, the students enjoyed snacks and talked with one another about their school and social experiences. Both sides got to talk about their lessons in school and could relate to each other, creating a welcoming get-together. At the end of the field trip, both sides left with a bit more knowledge than they got there with.
New Hanover High School held its 3rd annual CTE elective showcase. This event was designed to give rising 9th graders a chance to review and understand the wide number of electives offered at New Hanover High School. With a complete report on the event is YSN reporter Stephen Thornton.
The days of limited elective offerings have long ended. Although home economics and auto shop are still electives in some schools, most schools have diversified from their course offerings, giving students plenty of choices to choose from. To help middle school students heading for New Hanover High School prepare, the Career and Technical Education Department has held an elective showcase. Students from the visiting middle school spent 30 minutes exploring the wide range of elective classes they can take.
At these booths, they get an opportunity to interact one-on-one with the students that are in those programs. And through that, the students can give them information about the curriculum that's taught and the activities that they do in each class on a daily basis.
The showcase featured many of the newer and cooler electives now being offered to high school students. These electives are no ordinary electives. These are the kind that will make any student jump out of bed every morning and look forward to school. They included digital media, apparel design, culinary arts, and numerous offerings in computer application.
And it was really cool because I got to see like an inside scoop on what would happen when I go to high school, and it was really helpful.
Today I learned about so many business that I didn't even know about, like what it actually was and what you did, and more information about it.
An important message at the event was the purpose behind North Carolina's CTE classes and how they help empower all students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy.
Students benefit from this elective showcase by being able to see and talk to students firsthand about what they've learned in the courses, what direction they plan to go after they finish high school, also the many options that it opens for the students, as well as personal options as well as educational benefits.
Students from Williston, Holly Shelter, Virgo, and Noble attended New Hanover School's CTE showcase. It was an exciting time as these future 9th graders look ahead to the start of their high school years. Reporting for Your School News, this is Stephen Thornton.
How much fun is this? Studying worms and observing how noise and light affect their burrowing? This is what the students in Mrs. Johnson's first grade at Forest Hills got to do. Students learned that worms are called night crawlers, but wondered, can worms see? This led the students to create experiments to test whether worms prefer to be in the light or in the dark. One student wanted to know if worms have noses. Can they smell? Experiments along with line allowed the Johnson students to pick substances to test to see whether or not worms like or hate certain substances. This was such an exciting experiment for the students that some chose to take their worms home and rest were released into the school garden.
Now, don't go away. Coming up, kindergarten registration is scheduled for March.
Plus, we have a look at education across the nation in Education Index and what's on tap for lunch with the Lunch Below Fair. Your school news will continue after the break.
Librarians Sandy Beach and Sidekick Books use their expert skills to find out why, when...
Oh, I'll never get out of here. Reference Stacks Books pronto. Oh, man. This should help with that project on Africa. Cool. Thanks, Super Librarian. Books! Someone's caught on the web.
Want to know something? Start here.
On race day, both fans and drivers get a lot of seat time. But staying idle too long can hurt your performance. I'm Casey Kane, asking you to make healthy decisions. Take a walk, play with your kids, or take the stairs. Any activity will give you an edge. You've got a choice. Get moving. Eat smart, move more. North Carolina.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time for our Education Index. A look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, even though online college enrollment is growing, more students than ever are eager to board planes and cross oceans to study in physical classrooms in the United States. Nearly 1 million students from overseas are headed to U.S. colleges and universities each fall. That number is up 58% from a decade ago, driven by a massive increase in Chinese students. International students are worth a lot to colleges because most of them aren't eligible for financial aid and pay full tuition. Along with this growth, though, have come growing pains. Many colleges are worried about overseas applicants. Their English skills may not be up to snuff, or they may have fabrications on their applications. They worry that many students are heavily coached through the essay writing process by companies that specialize in this service. Erica Christakis' new book, The Importance of Being Little, is an impassioned plea for educators and parents to put down the worksheets and flashcards, ditch the tired craft projects and exoticate vocabulary lessons, and double down on one simple word: play. That's because, she writes, the distinction between the early education and official school seems to be disappearing. If kindergarten is the new first grade, Christakis argues, preschool is quickly becoming the new kindergarten, and that she believes is a real threat to our society's future. Finally, in some overseas education news, a story that is hard to believe. Parents at a primary school in Greater Manchester, England, have been seen using marijuana while dropping off or collecting their children from school. In response, the school has issued a letter to all parents about the Class B drug being used around the site. The letter said it had been noticed by some older children, adding it is a serious safeguarding concern. Police have also been made aware of concerns and are working with the school. School officials are asking parents to respect the school as a place of learning and make sure they set an appropriate example with the community. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill Fair. This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Also check out NHCS TV on Facebook and Twitter.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time now for our week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover. This week's Louis Behar, our guest lunch menu specialist, joins us now with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill of Fare. We've got an exciting menu this week with dishes influenced by a number of classic global recipes. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, February 23rd, jump into the lunch line for chicken and waffles or Salisbury steak with a biscuit. And on the side, we have red skin mashed potatoes with gravy, California vegetables, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, February 24th, enjoy a delicious chicken and cheese soup with crackers and a roll or corn dog nuggets. For your sides, choose from glazed carrots, a garden salad, or spiced apples. On Thursday, February 25th, cafeterias will be serving cheesy beefaroni with a breadstick or chicken fajita with Spanish rice. On the side, Great Northern beans, veggie sticks, and fresh fruit. On Friday, February 26th, have the wonderful popcorn chicken with a roll or meatball hoagie as your main entree. On the side, enjoy macaroni and cheese, broccoli with cheese, a garden salad, and diced peaches. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Go nuts! Almonds, walnuts, pecans, and other tree nuts deliver a powerful punch for lowering your risk of cardiovascular and coronary heart disease. The American Heart Association suggests that substituting foods high in saturated fats with nuts help reduce bad cholesterol. After the weekend, gather in the cafeteria for chicken parmesan sandwich or beef taco with Spanish rice. On the side, barbecue pinto beans, garden salad, and frozen fruit cup. All the menus this year include fresh produce, whole grains, and lower calorie snacks. Plus, our school cafeterias has done away with frying and cut back on fats, sodium, and sugars. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you got some great selections for the week, with some really great sides to choose from throughout the week. Now on Tuesday, don't miss on a delicious chicken and waffles and the meatball hoagie on Friday. That's what's on slate for lunch at your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of these nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. From the newsroom, back to you.
Thanks, Louis. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now, don't go away. Coming up, we have a report on kindergarten registration schedule for March.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time once again for kindergarten registration.
YSN reporter Kathy Kale brings us all the details on what parents need and need to know to get their children registered for kindergarten in the New Hanover County
schools will hold kindergarten registration from March 1st through the 18th. Kindergartners must be registered at the school within their residence attendance area. Attendance areas may be verified by contacting Student Support Services at 251-2929. Children to be registered must be 5 years of age on or before August the 31st, 2016. it is not necessary to bring your child to the school for registration. The registration will take approximately 15 minutes. To enroll a child in kindergarten, parents must present the following: proof of residence, a copy of a lease, deed, property tax, or homeowner's insurance policy will do. Utility bills will not be accepted. The child's birth certificate, a certified original, will also need to be presented. Certified birth certificates may be obtained by writing or calling the Vital Records branch in Raleigh or by visiting the Vital Records branch at 225 North McDowell Street. They may also be obtained from the Register of Deeds office in the county of the child's birth. Parents will be required to bring a health assessment report showing a physical examination, vision screening, and hearing screening. Finally, an immunization record showing the child has received the required immunizations will need to be presented. North Carolina state law requires all the following immunizations on the screen for all children enrolling in the kindergarten or first grade for the first time. For more information on the kindergarten registration, you can call Denise Angevine, Enrollment Specialist, at 910-251-2929, or Leanne Groves in Student Support at 910-254-4292. Reporting for your school news, this is Kathy Kale.
Well, that does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. New Hanover County Schools facility needs survey released. Check it out online. County commissioners voted on new CTE High School, and Ashley High School held a technical college fair. Remember, Your School News is on cable and online, and don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Jada Ozagol.
And I'm Alexei Mizruyev. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great day.